talk a little bit more about brickwork and washes and dry brushing. Let me just show you. Okay, like on these bricks, like the ones I showed you there before, okay, I don't really spend a lot of time painting those. I'm just going to kind of show you on this, the snake guys that I'm building here, okay. Normally I wait until I have everything in the building built so that when I do my washes and stuff, it comes out the same, okay. You can measure your paint and stuff, but I usually don't. This is what I do. Okay, I get down to the end of my, like in this case this is black, okay, and there's no paint left, so I can never find anything. Where the heck is my water jug? Pause. Okay, found the stupid water jug. Alright, so this is what I do. Squirt, put in some water. This thing was like, right empty. There was only a little bit in there, so I've only put in a little bit of water. Okay, so if you still have a bunch in there, put in a bunch more water. Sometimes you want to add more. Okay, there's my wash. That looks a little dark, so I'm going to add a little bit water to it, and that's how I measure. Okay. My paintbrushes got all wrecked here again because I left them in the god dang water, so I'm gonna have to start again. Going to talk a little bit about brickwork, water effects, and dry brushing and washing on the bricks. Okay, so doing simple brick colored, stone work. I don't spend a heck of a lot of time on it. I usually do my gooping method, and it comes out grayish, dark gray, depends. You can add a little bit of acrylic black to your paint to your gooping mixture, and it'll come out darker than this, okay? So this is one I'm going to use as an example. Make a simple dark wash. Usually what I do is I wait until my paint jugs are just about empty. I've got one here, okay? This is Crafter's acrylic type paint, hey? And I'll add some water to it. Lid back on. No, this one was pretty much empty, okay? So then that's my wash. Okay. Now for brushes, for washes, and actually for gooping, for a lot of stuff, I use these. These are, I get these at the hardware store here, and they come in little boxes of like 6 or a dozen or so. And they're just those cheap black brushes, okay? That way if they get, wrecked, it doesn't cost a heck of a lot, The other ones is, I use, cheap Chinese bristle, dollar store. What I pay for these? $2. There's, I don't know, 8 in there, okay? I use those for dry brushing all the time. Nice coarse bristle on them. So anyways, you can see how dark this is. Tested in sort of a inconspicuous type spot. You can see that's going to be not too bad actually. So for me, for a wash, I'm just going to paint this whole thing this dark color here first, okay? And then while this is dry, I'm going to show you some water effects, and then I will show you dry brushing this. Okay, so now that's all coated with this. It's still wet and doesn't quite look right, type thing. It's probably a little bit darker than I would have normally have done, okay? So anyways, we'll just let this sit now and dry. Doing 2 things at once here. Okay. Now, because I'm a sloppy painter, as you can see, I usually use a smock or an old shirt. I'm kind of lucky. I always wipe my hands on my paint brushes. All my shirts got paintbrush marks on them. So I'm going to show you water effects.